proudly sponsored by Premier Guns with Alex.
Well, hello and good evening. Fancy seeing you here. Quite an action-packed show tonight. You've got the chance to win free tickets to the British Shooting Show, and that includes the parking. In fact, every ticket for the British Shooting Show for next year is going to include the parking. So it's quite a big saving. So get booking now, and if you'd like the opportunity to win 2 free ones, just comment below. Whatever format, whatever platform you're on, just comment below. I'll add them all up and I'll choose a winner at random. So there's a nice little sweetener for you folks. Steel shot and side-by-sides. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got absolutely nothing to worry about.
Because there does seem to be some very bad misinformation about what steel is going to do to older guns and things, and it's been very difficult for us to try and get this across. Actually, we didn't think there was ever going to be a real issue with them as long as the guns are in reasonable condition. That's the same with using lead or anything. You know, at the end of the day, the pressures are very similar. There is no real reason why there should be any issues outside what we've had in the past.
I want to do a big shout out to everybody that watched the 410 film. Thank you very much. I had a great time filming that, and I've got loads of other stuff coming, so you might want to subscribe so you don't miss it. We've got the Woodcock Report coming, and there's going to be a special remembrance episode as well. So keep an eye on this channel because there's a lot happening. Now I want to say a huge congratulations to Harry Loughlam, the world DTL shooter. Right now he's got a brand new sponsor. And to me, this is how to do sponsorship. They're somebody I hadn't really heard of before, and I'm sure many of you haven't, but it's a new name to support. So if you know anybody that has an Indust problem, you know where to go for an Indust solution. He's doing really great. Let's have a listen to his DTL journey, bearing in mind he's shooting a grade 1 MK38. Let's have a listen to this.
The selection, home countries international, is the top 20. And then the top 5 get selected for the World Championship. And I qualified just outside the top 5. But then there's a couple of people that couldn't go for various reasons. So it sort of filters down to the next in line. So yeah, I've been quite lucky to get the opportunity. Quite looking forward to it.
This is incredibly quickly to say you started in 2020 and we're now in 2022.
Yeah, so I've shot for a long time. I've shot shotguns, I think when I was about 13. My granddad got me into it.
What did you start off with?
Sporting. And then I had quite a long break before sort of getting a bit more seriously, and back into about 4 years ago. But it was all, there was nothing sort of competitive. There was no registered. And yeah, so I tried DTL at Bisley. It was quite humbling.
Yeah, I bet.
It's quite an easy target, but to do it 100 times is where the skill comes in. And I think it's that sort of constant pursuit of the last percent, and it's something that's sort of quite easily, it's easily sort of trackable with your performance. You can always try and go back and do better, because essentially it should be the same every week. So yeah, I really enjoy it, and I quite enjoy the mind game as well, the concentration side. There's quite a lot of sort of personal development within that, learning how to not let your inner chimp out, as my girlfriend always tells me I do.
Yeah. What gun do you use, Harry? What did you start off with? Tell me your gun journey in your life.
So I've only had 3. Started off with a Lamba, which my granddad bought. Then when I got my own license, he bought me a MK38 Sporter.
Good one.
In grade 5, I've still got it. It's a lovely gun. And I shot with that up until about 2 weeks ago. Everyone kept telling me I needed a trap gun and I'd never do well with a Sporter. And then the same people started telling me never to change my gun. But I sort of want to take it serious, so to speak. So I've got myself a proper trap gun now. And I've just got the MK38 trap. in a grade 1 with a 32-inch barrel rather than a 30. So I'm sort of learning how to use that now.
Yeah, and how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, when I was sort of looking to get a new gun, you speak to a lot of people that have been around a long time. I think like Dave Amos said the same thing. I think Nigel Lovett. Everyone seems to have started on Morocco, and they all do the same journey where they make a bit of money, buy a nicer gun, sell the old one, and then massively regret it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep my Sporter, but I won't. I'll fully move over to the Morocco. But they're just such a solid gun. They're quite simple. You never really hear of anything going wrong with them.
No, you don't. You don't.
So yeah, they're just reliable. They're quite good value.
No, that's great. So let me ask you a question about South Africa then.
Yeah.
Who's paying for it?
I am.
You're paying for it.
Yeah. So
you've got to pay for yourself to go.
Yeah, you get an allowance from the CPSA, which goes part way of covering some of the costs.
20%, 25%?
Probably 25, I'd say. A lot of it obviously depends on how luxurious you make your trip.
Right.
But obviously, I think you've seen me about before. I'm fairly tall, so I can't sit in an economy seat for 10 hours. So I've got to. That's the reason I have to upgrade. So I need an extra legroom. That has a bit of money, but yeah, and then the rest largely will be funded by myself. Yeah.
Do you think that's why some people couldn't make it, because they can't take time off work or they can't afford it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know a couple of the people that were asked ahead of me, and had it been an all expenses paid trip, absolutely, I think they would be there.
For now, I just want to remind you all that if you join the NGO with a fuel card, which you can use at Shell and Texaco, amongst other places, you can get 3p off the pump on diesel, which doesn't suit a petrol head like me, but there you go, you can't have everything. And let's face it, 3p per litre, it's a lot more than it was. That's petrol and the threepence. And the other fantastic piece of news, which I've been enjoying reading recently, Field Sports Journal, they're doing a compendium now as a fantastic Christmas gift. You can have 50% off the Field Sports Compendium. That's 7 issues. You've got some of the best writers in there, Diggory Haydock being just one of them. Maybe he's my favourite. And I've also been enjoying reading Sporting Shooter. Remember that? It's still about. Here it is, look. Print isn't dead. There's absolutely loads for us to choose from. Whether you're interested in rifles, air guns, shotguns, country life, all sorts. Take a look and try subscribing to one, just for the start of the new year. It's handy because you can share it with your friends and just pick it up and relax, which is something which we don't do enough of. And it gives you a break from playing on your phone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put a comment in for your chance to win the British Shooting Show tickets. I'll get that organised for you. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Proudly sponsored by Premier Guns.